Hello everybody, this is Dr.Ananya Singh and I have secured a rank of 483 in this INECT November exam. The reason why I am here is because ever since the results are out, the most commonly asked question to me is about the BTR Bootcamp. How was it like? Was it helpful, or how did I use it, or whether should we go for it or not? See, whether you should go for it or not has to be decided by you only. But I can definitely share with you some insights and my experience over there, and I can also tell you how the first ever BTR bootcamp was like for us and how did I use it. So, first thing first, why for 55 days this time? One of the reason could be, I believe, because we had an exam sitting very close to the boot camp. So that's why the number of days were lesser. And also, honestly, there was this issue with the accommodation because people had to pay for a period of minimum of 60 days for a course which was for 35 days. So that created a little bit of asynchrony between the two, and also our schedule was very jam packed because of the exam very near to the camp. So sometimes it could get a little overwhelming, or there was a little backlog, especially with the integrated system. So these could be the reasons for this relaxed schedule this time, and it also resolves the issue, the asynchrony between the accommodation and the camp number of days. So these could be the reason for that. And the next thing is, how does the Vidya Jeevan facility look like? See, there is one reading hall which used to get open as early as 7 a.m. in the morning till 8 p.m. in the evening. Many people, including me, have used that place as a library because people like me, I could study better when I could see the competition around me. I could perform better. After the lecture were over, many people used to sit there and use that place as a library, and everybody sitting around and studying, it kind of motivated me a lot. Like, I have to study because everybody around me is studying only. And the next thing is this CBT room that looks exactly like any other examination center, and that actually gave you the same feeling. Like, whenever we used to go for the exam, I used to get the same feeling, like as if I'm going to write an actual exam. So that was about the CBT room, and there is also facility of canteen sort of thing which provides us tea, coffee, or snacks from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the whole period of time. And also there was also facility of lunch with a minimal fee charged, and I would say there was this fruits incentive for the people who used to come very early and who used to stay late at that facility. So this was all about the Vidya Jeevan facility. Next slide, I would like to tell you how our day used to look like at the BTR bootcamp. We have a lecture scheduled from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. by Dr. Zenabura ma'am, with a break of about 20 to 25 minutes in between. And the first slot used to be from 9 to 12, 9 a.m. to 12 noon straight. I guess that helped because any other exam we had to give takes the timing was similar to this time frame, and I we got used to train our back to sit that long period of time, so that kind of helped actually. So, and after the lectures were over, we you can either go to your hostel or you can use that place as a library, as I already mentioned. So this was about how our day used to look like at the camp. And the next thing I would like to tell you about the CBT room thing. That was the most important thing for me, I would say, because when I used to give GTs, sitting in my room, I was very comfortable, and I could environment was very supportive. It was very quiet and peaceful. I could focus very well, and I could actually perform better in GTs because a supportive environment. But the actual exam doesn't look like that. There's so much of chaos in the environment. Somebody's computer is not working, something else is happening, somebody sitting around you doing their own thing. So these things kind of actually get your focus shifted sometimes, because of all these things. So that adaptation to this environment is very important, I feel, and that is one of the major reasons why many people could perform very well in the GTs but couldn't do it in the actual exam, because that environment creates a lot of adrenaline rush in you, and you have to get this habit of keeping yourself calm in that environment. So while giving tests and GTs over there, I used to take it like any other actual exam. And whenever I used to go over there, I developed this habit of practicing that I have to focus on the screen for a period of 3 hours straight without thinking what else is going on around me. Because you know, it's very important for us to think proper and to think in the right direction in that environment. I should not fumble in that environment. I should not panic in that environment. That thing is very important, and that actually came through the CBT room thing. So that actually, I would say, that was the most important thing for me in during that camp. And the next thing I would like to tell about is the test and discussions. We had 6 subject-wise tests, 2 GTs and one full-length GT. In overall 9 tests we had. So the arrangement was like we used to give tests in the morning and we had discussions in the evening. By this thing, one thing happened, that the thought process by which I have answered the question was very fresh in my mind. And when those questions were getting discussed in the evening, I could rectify my thought process then and there only, that no, this has to be, I had to think this way. And this is a perk of life class, you know, because you get to interact with the teacher directly, and when you will ask her, she will tell you that this is the approach of thing, you have to think this way, this is the importance of this question. So that part of, I would say, was lacking in my journey, the discussion part. And also the very important thing, we all know, but it's kind of very difficult to practice in the exam, that we don't have to answer what we know, we always have to answer what examiner wants us to answer. So that practice actually could happen very well over there, because we have a lot of tests over there. So with all these discussions and everything, I could get some hang of the examiner's thinking perspective. And see, that is very important, because at the end it's an MCQ exam. You have to get hang of this, how, why examiner is asking this, what is the approach to this question, what is the importance of this question. These things are very important, and you get to know more about these things during a live class. So this part actually helped me a lot. Next, I would like to tell about the environment and people over there. See, during this journey, let's admit it, that it's not a very easy journey. It can get overwhelming sometime. It can get tough sometimes. So we always have to keep ourselves actively in that environment where people are positive about you. And I can tell you one thing: the energy there was just super positive. Like people were very positive and very helpful over there. It doesn't matter if you were 50,000 in NEET or you had a rank of 500 in NEET, you could actually feel that same energy radiating towards you, that yes, I can do it. And that thing was very important for me, because earlier I got a rank of 15,000 in the NEET PG, and that confidence repair thing was very much needed in my journey to perform better in this exam. So I would say the positive environment over there has helped me a lot to overcome this setback of mine, of this NEET PG. And you know that sometimes we feel that it would be very helpful if somebody could motivate us and everything like that. I can tell you that that place is filled with all these things. Dr. Apu sir used to come every day in the morning, and he used to talk to us before ma'am's lecture, and he would come and give you the reason every day why you should study harder this day. So that kind of motivation was just amazing. Dr. Ravi sir is over there, who will help you. You can always directly ask him, and he will always give you the individualized approach also, for like this strategy is not working for you, let's try this might work for you. In general, he used to give so many techniques, like the 25-minute method, like the cross list things. These are just examples. There was a lot beyond this at that camp. And for me, the BTR Bootcamp actually worked like a wholesome package, because whenever I wanted motivation and courage, I could directly talk to Dr. Poo sir. He is always there. And whenever I wanted some troubleshooting, I wanted to clear my academic, non-academic doubts out, I can directly ask Dr. Ravi sir. He used to this was one thing very good about that, because I could directly ask him thing. He could directly identify the flaws, that this thing is going wrong, you should do that. So that thing actually helped me. There were a lot of things told to me by sir, and those actually helped me to perform better in the actual exam. And the core person, of course, Dr. Zanavora ma'am, and I actually admit that I'm a huge fan of her, because you know her approach towards things is very amazing, and she actually helps you to understand the examiner's perspective of every question, of every topic, and that was actually very much needed in this examination. And you know that the course is actually the content is actually similar to that we have in the BTR 2.0 version. So what made make it extra special was that because in the live class when you interact, somebody will ask a question and that topic would be new, that would be get discussed. So these things get missed out in the remote lectures, I would say. So that was the best thing about that part. And in through all those lectures and through all those tests and discussion, we get to learn a lot about this art of solving the MCQs. You know that word, that art of elimination, we have heard a lot of time from ma'am. But I knew that something like this exists and I was practicing, but I wasn't able to apply that 100%. So when I got there, I actually learned to know, oh, this has to be applied this way. This is, I could answer, I learned this art of answering questions when I did not know the three options over there. So that actually helped me in the actual exam, because in every exam you might get some 10-15 questions like that where you don't know anything about that, but how to reach that answer with the information you had. And this thing was very amazingly told by her and explained by her in those lectures and the tests and discussions. And the next very good thing about those tests and discussions was that your result wasn't displayed. Because sometimes you might get a rank of 650, the last one, or you might get a rank of 11. You want that 11 to be shown and to be displayed, but you wish that 650 nobody should see. So your result wasn't displayed over there. That was a good thing. But if your result is displayed, then you are in top 3, and that is just amazing, no? For like people like me, I used to get so much motivation, because on the result day on every screen there is your photo with this rank, and that actually motivates you further. We used to get gifts and gifts over there for performing better, the top 3%. That actually help better, that okay, I did good this time, let me perform better next time, let me get this again. That actually, these things actually helped me a lot. And these things might actually help you a lot, because that healthy in competitive environment, I would say, that encourages me more to perform better and to give my 100% over there. And one thing I would like to mention about that, there were honestly issues with the accommodation and the food, because these things were a little on the expensive side over there, because that area in itself is a little expensive. So yes, these were the issues, but you know that nothing matches the joy of getting your dream branch in your dream college. And if that happens to be your central institute, that is just amazing. Because yes, of course these are expensive, but these things, all this expense get credited back to you in your first salary only. So I looked at that way. And these were definitely were issues, but those were manageable, I would say that. And the last and the most important question is, who should go for it? See, my take on that is that if you know what has to be done, but you don't know how has to be done, you can go there. That will definitely help you. If you want to know that direction and approach towards things, that will definitely help you. And if you want to learn this art of practicing MCQ, because in that period of 35 days we solved around 2000 MCQ, and that's a lot of MCQ, I would say that. That helps you a lot to understand the way of answering. And if you want to get that adaptation to that exam environment, so that place is just perfect for that, because you have so many tests and discussions going on over there. And one prerequisite I feel before attending the camp is, this is not absolute of course, but it will be better if you could do this BTR thing once before going to the camp, because that actually help you to understand and grab things better, because you know from where things are coming. So that if you could do this, because we have this period of 1 month from today, so you can actually, that this thing can actually help you better, and that will actually maximize your output also. And so many people have asked about my advice on this. See, the decision has to be yours. I have told you about the facts, the information, the perks, advantages, and some issues you needed to know. And my take on that is, if you can go for it, definitely go for it, because I have no regrets of going over there. The amount of the output you want will be maximized when you put your 100% over there. So I have no regrets of going there. That camp turns out to be the best decision for me. And thank you so much for watching this video, and how did I use the BTR Bootcamp and how you can also use to maximize your output over there. I will keep sharing in the next video. Thank you so much. Study hard. All the very best.